Yo, what's going on? A lot of news this weekend. I kind of wanted to wait until it was all over with to talk about everything. So, we're here. Let's talk about everything. I want to talk about the Hunter x Hunter game first. Now, I'm looking at the same footage you're looking at. This game is butt ugly, all right? I know it. You know it. Everybody knows it. Look at it. It looks like a PlayStation Portable game. Not even a Vita. Just a regular PSP game. Okay, I'm still incredibly excited about this. It's another game from Aiding. People have already talked about this, but there's obviously some influence from past Aiding games like Tatsunoko vs. Capcom and Marvel vs. Capcom 3. The people who have now played it at the Evo Japan station have said that it feels a lot like those games. And that all has me really, really excited. In general, I like all the things that I'm seeing, mostly because they're just replicated from games that I already like. I like the general pace of the gameplay. I like the combo routes that I'm seeing. I like the push blocking mechanic. I like the, overload mechanic, whatever the X Factor shit is. They got Baroque in this game again. It's got it all. If you're a fan of those games that already exist, then you're going to be a big fan of this. Not a super big fan of the simplified inputs. I get it. I'm old. It is what it is. I'm not a hater. I've played games like Power Rangers before. If you're not familiar, Power Rangers is also a 3v3 fighting game with kind of a similar tempo that also exclusively has simplified special inputs. So I can get down. I'm with it. I get it. But I would have preferred, even if it was like a Dragon Ball Z style, like we only do quarter circle motions, that would have been chill. I just kind of need to see how it's implemented into the game. Everybody said it, but this game has like a shoestring budget. It's incredibly small. So it's very clear to me that Aiding is pouring the majority of their resources into making the game feel really good to play over a lot of the other things that it could be funneled into. And I think bearing that in mind, I don't think it's a realistic expectation that like the models are going to look significantly better upon the game's release. I think a lot of the work that could be done in terms of presentation now is going to be things like shading. Like if you look at the main menus, the way that the characters are presented there don't look terrible. And obviously those are 2D illustrations, but like I think if the characters in game were shaded more like they are on the character selection screen, it could make them look a lot better. And the other thing is like the sound effects and the UI are really rough. Like I think if you invest the majority of the money into shading, sound effects, and maybe cleaning up the UI a little bit, then the presentation would go way up and be a lot more tolerable, I think. But while I was listening to everybody else and all of their opinions roll in about the game, I kept hearing the same thing over and over. Every other content creator that talked about this game was like, listen, I've played Aiding games, I'm a big fan of these, but I just haven't watched Hunter x Hunter. I'm going to watch it before this game comes out. I promise everyone I'm going to watch Hunter x Hunter so I know about these characters before the game comes out, but I don't know anything about it yet. Well, guess what? I take this job seriously, okay? I'm not a poser. So I have watched the entire anime of Hunter x Hunter, obviously in preparation for this game, not previously of my own accord. I watched the entire anime last week, 150 episodes, easy, just do it. And I'm here to tell you a little bit about it. So I made this roster, okay? I'm going to put the roster on the screen. Now let's talk about this. The roster has a confirmed 16 characters at launch. The top 8 characters are already in the game. The second row are the other characters that are going to be in the game, okay? Here we have Hanzo. Now, I talked to my friends about this before recording this, and Hanzo was pretty hotly contested. They said, I don't think Hanzo is going to be in the game. The reason why I think Hanzo is going to be in the game is because the subsection of fighting game players that like ninjas want their ninjas to be some ninja-ass ninjas, okay? They want them to look like a ninja and to do ninja stuff, all right? So they were talking about like, oh, like Killua is kind of like a ninja, like he's an assassin. But an assassin is not a ninja, okay? Hanzo is a ninja, for sure. And I wanted a representative from that first like introductory arc, and Hanzo was the only one that really made sense to me. So I put Hanzo in the game. Bisky, listen. Every game needs a kung fu woman. I don't make the rules, but I do proliferate them. So Bisky's in the game. Also, Bisky is Bisky, like she's going to be in the game. Dodgeball Man, we needed a zoner. Everybody's been pretty brawlic so far, except for Phoenix, right? So we needed a zoner, so Dodgeball Man is for sure in the game. He's going to be a terror. Kite is important. He also looks cool, and he has a big scythe. He's in the game. Meruem is Meruem. He's in the game. Neferpito, Neferpito, they're like a cat person. There's a lot to do there, and also they're really cool. So they're in the game. And then you have, I think your name's Knuckle and Smokey McGee. Knuckle's in the game because he's cool and his name's Knuckle. Smokey McGee is in the game because I know like 20 stoners who have insisted that Smokey McGee be in the game. So those two are in the game. I also have so I've broken out the DLC into 2 sections because here's what I think is going to happen. I think when the game launches, it'll launch with a season pass like in place, but they probably can't commit to any more DLC season passes without seeing how the game performs and how much money they make first. So it's probably going to look a little bit like MVCI, where they do that first season pass and then they feel it out and then they either back out or go all in. So I saw 10 slots for DLC characters available. I think 4 would be in that first season pass, and these are the 4 that I think are there. Gon's dad is just an easy, like, you just make him a DLC character. It's like the easiest one. Crollo, I couldn't find an easy way to fit him, what with the Phantom Troop already taking up so many slots in the base roster already. But everybody's like, Crollo has to be in the game, so I feel like you just make him a guaranteed DLC character. He sells season passes for sure. And then you have the 2 other Chimera Ants that are not Neferpito and are also like on the Royal Guard. You just put them there. Cool, easy. The rest, they seem like the other characters you would want to be there. And then I have a if I'm wrong section, which is like if they include a character that is not already listed here, like this is the pool that they would probably come from, I'm thinking. The Whistleboxer guy, personal favorite. I feel like the Whistleboxer guy could be fucking hype, like really cool. But he doesn't look that cool. I'll give it up. Doesn't look cool. Would be super cool to play. Anyway, that's my roster. I would love to argue with everybody about it in the comments. So please let me know what characters should be in there and what I'm wrong about. You guys like Tekken, so let's talk about Lydia. I don't know anything about Lydia. She was a DLC character for Tekken 7 that came out after I had already stopped playing. She seems... I haven't seen anybody really being excited about her, to be honest. I think she moves and attacks like Akira, and I think Akira is cool. Those are the thoughts that I have. They kind of talked about more than just Lydia. They did say that balance changes were coming. I'm looking forward to seeing what those look like. Not super turned up on Tekken 8 at the moment. Sorry, guys. Akuma trailer. Akuma looks fire. I really like the new Akuma design, and I also like the way that the retro Akuma looked as well. I don't really know which one I'm going to be playing. But if you aren't familiar, I have been playing Ryu in Street Fighter 6 as of late because I'm kind of waiting for Akuma to come out. I'm really excited for that character. I don't know if it's going to like reinvigorate my want to play a bunch of Street Fighter, but when I go and I play Street Fighter, I'll probably be playing Akuma for at least a little while. A lot of cool uses of the drive gauge. I saw obviously you can like combo off of drive rush overhead, and I saw him juggle people off of 2 fireballs and still continue a combo. So he looks fun as shit. He looks like a really, really cool version of previous Akumas, which is just kind of what every Street Fighter 6 character is. So yeah, again, I'm just looking forward to it. Slayer got announced for Strive, and like, look, I'm a little bit disappointed, but it isn't Arx's fault at all. I got myself worked up over an idea that I had, and there was no rhyme or reason for it. Here's what I was thinking. Every character release, they've done like the silhouette, and then they've done like a little bit of a twist, right? They did like, hey, is this Bedman? No, it's Bedman, right? And then they were like, is this Testament? And then they were like, kinda, it's Testament, but they're hot now. And you were like, whoa, that's a twist, right? So I was like, the twist this time should be that, oh, it's Slayer, right? But then it's actually Shannon, because for whatever reason, Slayer's been biting the same woman for like 20 years. What if she got a turn to be the vampire and then Slayer got to be a blood bag for a little bit? That would have been so hot. I mean, cool. So that would have been sick. I didn't get that. Instead, it's just Slayer again. He's just doing Slayer stuff. I like Slayer. Slayer's cool. Looks like now he moves forward more. So he used to have like sway punches, but now he still has a sway, but he has like a version of that just moves forward. You didn't want that. You didn't want to deal with that, but it exists now. So deal with that. Looks good. I'll probably peek my head in to try him out and see what's going on, but in general, not the biggest Strive player. So We'll see what happens. He looks cool though. I like the design. I like him. I think he looks cool. No real 2xKO footage. That didn't really happen. I think some people were able to record gameplay footage while they were there, and then we'll probably be seeing those uploaded on YouTube over like the next week. So that'll be interesting. Maybe we can break some of that stuff down, but no real like character announcements or nothing. Yeah, nothing really new there. City of the Wolves released a new or announced a new character rather. I'm not really an SNK enjoyer personally. I keep trying to get into the games as they release new ones. They're fun for a little bit and then I just kind of fall off. I don't know. I don't know. Not for me. Other people really like them. You guys should get hyped for City of the Wolves. I'm still going to try it, okay? One thing, I didn't anticipate enjoying Tekken 8 when it was coming out. And then when it came out, I liked it a lot and got 7,000 subscribers. So anything can happen. I'm open to it and I prefer to enjoy things. So I would like to try it and like it. And I hope that's the case. But in general, not an SNK enjoyer. So kind of on my radar, kind of not. Yeah, I think that's the video. I think I mostly just wanted to talk about how excited I was for Hunter x Hunter. The game looks good. Like I really do enjoy Aiding's design so much that I'm willing to just let them cook. I am putting my faith in them. I think they got it. All right. I'm all in. I could really use another tag game in my life, so these two can't come soon enough. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.